What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This your boy Narik Chase, and I still ain't came up with a nice intro or outro for this new thing since I can't use the get recognition anymore. But I have to say that I want to sit here and talk about another game that I saw at E3 that I was really impressed with. It is the God of War. Now, the God of War is this mythological, fantasy video game series that surrounds this character named Kratos, who is just going after the gods and kicking all kinds of ass and beating up monsters and killing monsters and armies and stuff like that. And granted, I have not played any of the God of War games. I really just never had. I never had like a PS3 to play them or anything like that, which I recently just got. So the God of War games are on my list of games to play now. But I've always had a great fascination with it. I found the lore to be pretty interesting. I did like went back and started reading up on the characters and setting and all of that stuff. So I do like God of War, even despite the fact I haven't really played it. But anyways, I watched the new gameplay for the new God of War, and I have to say I was very impressed with it. Now, God of War fans might not see too much of anything interesting in it or anything like that, but this is just me personally. I did like the visuals. The visuals were just amazing. I love the character design, I love the creature designs. I thought the setting was terrific. I did like how open it felt. It didn't feel completely like the God of War fixed setting that I've seen in God of War games with the hack and slash beat 'em up. This actually seemed like more a fully fleshed open world, somewhat akin to like Tomb Raider or something like that. I actually did really like the way the world looked. So hopefully there is a bit of a maneuverability when it comes to the open world aspects, which I don't think is open world, but it still looked great. The backdrops, the setting, the trees, the lights, the clouds, all of that looked great. I was really impressed with it. Kratos, for the most part, looked completely badass. I mean, it's great to see the guy's older. His voice is a bit more gruff and everything. And I'm glad to see that he survived what happened to him in the third game. He stabbed himself. And I would like to see some kind of explanation as to how he survived. But he's a badass, and he's been fighting gods and titans and monsters and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be too far fetched for him to survive stabbing himself. But anyways, I did like the character design. The voice was great. Also like the fact that this one has a bit more of an emotional attachment from what I've seen. Is where Kratos is with his son. I think it's his son. Quite sure it's his son. And I like that. I like that. It seems like it's more of a personal, emotional attachment than him just wanting to go out and kill people and kill these guys and kill monsters and stuff. So now it feels a little bit more personal, and I think that's a great step in direction. Whether his son is with him along his journeys, or he, where have you when it comes to his son and the story. But I think it was really great. I did enjoy the score. I thought the music was great. I thought the voice points were pretty good. Now let's get back to the nitty gritty. The combat system looked pretty cool. I don't know if they changed. Again, I haven't really played God of War like that, so I don't know if some of these mechanics was already in the system, the game system, or this is some new combat system that they are implementing. But it was pretty cool. I mean, it was one part where he like threw this axe and like nailed this creature against the wall, and he just beat the hell out of another creature. So it's definitely as brutal as I did remember. Cause I have seen my friends play it a couple of times, watched a little something on YouTube. But it was brutal, like completely brutal. And this one fight in the, that happens is this troll, and this troll ends up, attacking him. And I like that fight. It was pretty cool. It was pretty badass. It was very intense. So I really like that about this. About the gameplay. It was somewhat slow a little bit because it's about establishing his relationship between his father and his son. And I hope he doesn't do the whole Vegeta Trunks thing, where Vegeta, even though that is his son and he does love him, he's too much of a hard ass to actually fully express himself. And Kratos, for the most part, let's just be real, he's probably going to take that role with him. But I hope that there is a little bit more character development with the character, especially with this emotional ties he has with his son. And I hope nothing happens to him. For the most part, that I was actually pretty impressed, not only with the gameplay mechanics, but visually too. And I like the idea of where the plot is seemingly going, especially with the dragon, because I have not seen God of War where he fought a dragon. I'm not saying he hasn't, but it was a freaking dragon. It looked something. It looked like he was in Skyrim. It's like that's what they should have named it. Is God of War Skyrim. You know. So so anyways, guys, in the comment section below, you see my thoughts on the whole God of War trailer and gameplay. What are your thoughts? Does it actually focus? Does it actually have that same fighting mechanic in the other games? Some of it I think it is. Some of it I'm not sure. Anything like that, but also, what do you think about the fact that he has a son? What do you think about the dragon? I mean, just give me your just thoughts on this. And what would you like to see this God of War game go to? Because what direction, enemies, something like that. And if they could have any returning characters from the previous installments, who would you want it to be? But anyways, guys, to the next video, Narik Chase, signing out.